RLUSD's got a little volume pumperoni going on. Is that going to help out XRP? We'll talk about it. Tether's helping out the Canadians. They're not going to go under. I'm going to explain to you why. Coinbase is making a native token. Uh-oh, more competition for utility. We're going to talk. Bitmine goes into Tether. Is BTC too expensive? Altcoin season's here along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
And what about those hopium pumpers out there that kept saying trillions will flow? Oh, so cringy. And where are they now? Nowhere to be found. I'm somewhere to be found because I'm bringing you the news, good, bad, happy, or sad. Your comments come first because you're the viewer matter most. Mantwerp dropping some support for the channel, says for the doggies. I appreciate that. I did. I picked up the doggies some new toys, new treats, new bones. Yeah, I got to cheer them up too. The doggies are a bit sad. Why are the doggies sad? Well, Alan McMaster is going to let us know. Sorry about the loss, brother. I had a feeling when you mentioned sad news at the beginning, knew what it was. Praying for you and Amy and the fam. Stay strong. Yeah, we had to put our dog down. It was really sad. She got sick really fast, and it's been really tough. It was a sad Saturday. She lived exactly 10 years old. Saturday was her 10th birthday, and that was the day we made the tough decision. But let's get to the positive, because she left a very positive impact on my life. That's why I got into ultra running, and that's why I felt safe enough to tackle the San Juan Mountains of Colorado, because I had protection doggy detail. Now, if one of my other 3 dogs could step it up a little bit, might have protection detail again. All right, altcoin season. We're at 71 out of 100. Things are looking pretty good. Why? Well, it's because BTC is struggling a bit, but the alts are doing better. Solana, not so much. Down 5%. Players are taking some profits, right? But overall in the alts, we're looking really good over the last 90 days. Bitcoin up 10%. Some of our favorites, XDC, okay, up 30%. XRP up 40%. Xlm up 50%. But bro, trillions will flow. Okay. Bitmine says it holds 10.7 billion, mostly in Ethereum. We are seeing players rotate more so into ETH. Why? I don't know. Maybe BTC is getting too expensive. Maybe there's not enough meat left on the bone. Bitmine Immersion Holdings has 2.1 million ETH. In fact, out of their $10.7 billion that they have in crypto, approximately 9.7 billion of that is in ETH. They own 22 million in BTC. Unencumbered cash, about $500 million. 8co equity stake, about $250 million, and some other crypto holdings. Well, that's included in the total. Oh, so they're a big player in ETH. Do you think we're going to see more players rotate into ETH as BTC struggles, everyone, against the alts? We're not the only ones noticing. You know, market players around the globe are looking at the altcoin season index going, whoa, is Bitcoin dominance sliding a bit? What's going on here? Girlfriend, is it time to pile into ETH? Let me know what you think down below. Now, the players out there say, oh, Tether's going to go under. It's kind of hard when Tether works with governments. Tether's worked with the United States government, and now they're working with the Canadians, eh? Yeah. What's happening here? Well, Tether, the largest company in the digital asset industry, announced that it assisted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in recovering approximately $500,000 worth of USDT that was connected to a sophisticated investment fraud scheme. On July 3rd, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police were policing criminal operations virtual assets team executed a special warrant. Either way, Tether helped them out. This is what they said. Tether's ability to act quickly in freezing illicit funds has made it a trusted ally for law enforcement agencies worldwide, said Paolo Adornio, CEO of Tether. We're proud to have assisted the Canadians in this case and remain committed to safeguarding the integrity of the global financial system. They helped the United States like this too. In fact, they've taught players in law enforcement about blockchain. See, so they're working with the governments to get the inside scoop so that if the government ever wants to bend them over, they could be like, oh, you remember that time we helped you secure some minis from bad people? Yeah, we do. Well, scratch our back now. So yeah, Tether's in good with the governments. And remember, Tether now is going to be making what, everyone? A US compliant stablecoin so they can buy some government debt. Coinbase is making their own version of XRP and Xlm. Yeah, we're going to talk price action at the end of both. Coinbase says Base is exploring a network token. Oh. Exploration is in the early phases, no timing or design details. So essentially what an Xrp Xlm does, Coinbase is making their own version. Base token refers to a potential network native token for Base, Coinbase's Ethereum Layer 2. Coinbase confirmed on September 15, 2025, that's today, that's the breaking news, that it's an early exploration with no definitive plans and timing, tokenomics, or governance yet announced. So what they said, Base is beginning to explore a network token. The network's official account posted on X afterwards. We're in the early phase of explanation, don't have any specifics around it, but they're getting into it. So now you got another player getting in there. So again, more competition in the same utility token space. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Coinbase now hopping on that train. RLUSD's 24-hour volume jump may support XRP during the broader crypto drawdown. I don't think it will. I think RLUSD operates on its own little thing, and XRP operates on its own as well. They're both tied into the Ripple ecosystem, right? I mean, I think that's important. I think if RLUSD had like mega horrible news, like everyone pulled all their money out, oh my god, RLUSD sucks balls, goes to zero, that might kind of spill over into XRP. Right? I think we could see that. But like little small things like volume going up 30%, that's not going to help out XRP. By the way, volume for RUSD is up 30% to 113 million, having zero effect on the price action of XRP. Why am I highlighting this up? Because a lot of people out there in the hopium pumping world keep trying to tie RLUSD into XRP more directly, and it's not. It's a very, very, very weak correlation. Super, super weak correlation. RLUSD is signaling short-term resilience. 24-hour trading volume increased to 25%, indicating stronger liquidity inflows even as the broader crypto market corrects. But see, RLUSD doesn't have that same action because it's a stable coin. Stable coins function differently, and this is their market cap. About $750 million right now, and that's pretty good considering they launched all the way back in December. So pretty good for the RLUSD team. Broader crypto market volume is up 30% to $167 billion, 51 out of 100 right now. We've had some inflows for Bitcoin and ETH here as of late, a lot of that leaning into BTC. Stellar right now couldn't hold on to that 40-cent mark. We saw that here on the 7-day chart. Getting some support, though, north of 37 cents, which is good. Volume right now at $250 million, 281 million, up 13% last 24 hours. But some of their biggest proponents out there and Stellar Community Fund winners kept saying that trillions will flow. Well, when the volume's $250 million, you're a bit short of trillions, so I don't know about that. And that goes back to the hopium pumper story. Be careful out there, everyone, because there's a lot of hopium pumpers. And what do they keep saying? Trillions of flow, grown men will cry, melting faces, all that kind of stuff. And where are those people now? Right. They just wanted you to get in because they bought. They didn't bring you the news. They brought you the hopium. I bring you the news. What's the news for Xlm? Rejected at 40 cents at the near term. A little bit of a downward trend here in the last month. Overall in the year, though, I think we're looking pretty good. We got to figure out, though, with Xlm, what's going to move it. Yeah, regs are going to move it. But there's really no big ETF plays for Xlm right now, right? It doesn't have the same ETF plays that XRP does. HBAR doesn't have as many, obviously, as XRP does, but has more than XLM, so there is some HBAR ETF play there. But what is there for Xlm? Yeah, regs will be good. Rate cuts are good for Xlm, but outside of that, I mean, it's not like Meridian pumps the markets. There's no, like I said, no big institutional demand for Xlm. There's no real big ETF demand for Xlm, so where's it going to come from? Let me know, Xlm fans, down below, because honestly, I'm sick and tired of people saying trillions will flow, but they ain't telling me where that trillion is going to come from. Is there a money tree or something like that? XRP's at the $3 mark. Volume up 31% to $6 billion. $6 billion in XRP's volume, 281 in Xlm's volume. You can see a stark contrast here. Support for XRP again right around that $3 mark. Here's the 1 month chart, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look, we might dip below that $3 mark, but we're going to bounce back there. We're going to get more action with the ETFs. We're going to get more action with the regs and more action with what everyone the rate cuts. I do believe we're going to see substantial action with the ETFs because there's so freaking many of them for XRP. There are a ton of spot juicy ETFs, not like the little weenie one we saw a few days ago that everyone tried to hype up. No, real ETFs, big ones, not Cayman Island bullshit. Either way, XRP not tied into RLUSD. Good for the ecosystem? Yes. Good for price? Not really. I wouldn't say much correlation there. So, Bitmine likes Tether. I think more people are going to rotate. Bitmine likes ETH. I think more people are going to rotate into ETH. Tether's helping out governments. That's why governments are going to look out for Tether. Oh, and Tether is also buying government debt. Another reason why the governments don't want Tether to go down. COINBASE is building their own base style token. Another utility token, just like XRP, XLM, TRX. Yep, you know exactly what I'm talking about. More competition in the utility space. RLUSD is getting some market cap juice, and well, right now the crypto market is waiting for Jerome Powell. We're less than 2 days away. Live stream's going to happen. Make sure you hit that notification bell. It's going to be on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And a lot of us out here, we're inundated with the whole, oh, trillions will flow, grown men will cry, melting faces bullshit. And honestly, a lot of those people are gone now. They were just hopium pumpers. And the thing is, you're still waiting for those trillions to flow. And a lot of XLM fans are waiting for what? Waiting for institutional juice, waiting for peer-to-peer action, but where is it? I mean, you look at the volume and you're like, okay, it's not bad, but it's also still not juicy. Price action comes from news based on regs. Look at it. The biggest two pumps for XLM have come from, regs-based stuff. There's not a lot of ETF juice right there. It's been a laggard in the market. And a lot of the building they talk about isn't bringing in many. Now, XRP does have a lot of ETF action, a little bit more institutional action as well. Is it juicy? Well, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Is $3 juicy XRP? Are you expecting big pumps from the ETFs for XRP? What about the rotation of money from BTC and ETH? Do you then believe ETH will become expensive just like BTC? And then people are going to be like, oh, it's time now to go into the alts because BTC and ETH have become expensive. Just saying. Let me know what your thoughts are down below because all eyes right now are waiting. Jerome Powell, TikTok, my good man. You got 2 days to decide. We getting a quarter? We getting 50? Or we getting nothing? Trillions will float, right? It's a big nothing burger. Where are these people now? Ain't shilling XLM anymore, are they? And choo-choo bitches.